we began a few months ago having a portion of our service called How Has God Blessed You Through the Life and Ministry of MCC United Church of Christ. Many of you have shared those, and today I am truly delighted for more than one reason that my beloved Reverend Marianne McPherson will share her testimony.
Takes a minute.
Yes.
Hi. Got to get the voice going.
Testimony, not a sermon.
Are you sure?
Yeah.
Well, brief. The before I became a pastor, was always very uncomfortable in asking for money in church. And that was because of lack of education, understanding, and transformation. And in my very first pastorate, when I was a baby pastor, I hadn't even hit 30 yet, I never took an offering during a worship service. And so this one person came up to me and said, "Pastor, why don't you ever ask for an offering?" I said, I didn't want anyone to think that the only reason why I'm doing this is for the money. And this person just laughed. She said, "Sweetheart, it's not about you or your comfort. It's about us wanting to support how God is moving in the life of this church. Who are you to deny me an opportunity for supporting God's work?" And I went, "Woo." Yes, ma'am. And from that point on, I have never had a problem asking for funds or explaining how they make a difference. And Pat is absolutely right. The Metropolitan Community Church and the United Church of Christ together is such an incredible combination. Lives are changed. And when you can see it and experience it, it changes your life forever. And it gives you an inspiration to look at other ways that you can support the activities of the church. I mean, most people think, oh, well, you have a deacon's fund or a benevolence fund, and that goes to utilities or gas if someone needs it, or food, or car repair, you name it, whatever your needs are in life. It also goes to having a pastoral care person after a worship. I mean, everything. You cannot separate how this church ministers in this congregation, online, out in the communities, and it's just amazing. So how has it affected me personally?
Yes.
I met her in 1991 and have never been the same since.
Still hasn't forgiven the church.
Yes. And so our reuniting has been not just life-changing, life-giving. Because for the first time I was able to realize I have a right to be happy. And then I came to this church, and this church blew the lid off of my understanding of what blessing was. So I encourage you to support this church with your time, with your tithe or talent or gifts or what prayers. It all works. What you've been given works. It's pressed down, shaken together, and becomes a blessing. So, yay team.